Today is going to be an interesting day. If you guys watched the last couple of videos, we talked about how the last time we had took Dior up to feeding therapy, we got in a car wreck. So fast forward over a month and a half later, my car is finally ready to be picked up. So I have to travel back to Evansville to get it out of the shop. And we didn't want to take Dior out of school today because he just started back. So I'm going to take the Greyhound to Evansville and pick up the vehicle. So, anybody that's ever rode on the Greyhound know it can be an adventure. So let's see. Man, it's such a perfect day for traveling. I think it's raining in Evansville as well. So yep. We're looking at about a 3-hour trip. So anytime I take public transportation of any distance over an hour, I like to have me a book to read. I got my headphones, and then I got my iPad just in case I want to watch a movie. So that helps the time go by a little faster. Morning.
White bus. No smoking, including e-cigs and vapes, are allowed. Once again, this is Miller Transportation, schedule 3661, bound for Indianapolis Greyhound. Evansville. Everyone on here will exit this bus here. You are responsible for all your belongings on top of the bus as well as up underneath.
I just arrived in Evansville off the Greyhound. Wasn't a bad ride. Now I'm just waiting for my Uber to pick me up and take me to the auto repair shop to pick up my car. So here we go. It looks good. Like, this is where most of the damage was, but you can't even tell that they did a great job. Yeah, everything looks good. So let's get her on the road. We talk a lot about the feeding clinic that we take Dior to. I thought it would be only appropriate to show you guys. This is where it's housed. It's in the Peyton Managed Children's Center, or Center for Children. So yeah, this is where she goes for a feeding clinic. And because usually with the feeding clinic, she's staying anywhere from a week to a month, we always stay at the Ronald McDonald House, which is that house you see straight ahead there, brown brick. So that's where we usually stay. So it's very convenient. We can walk from when it's warm weather, walk from the Ronald McDonald House to the feeding clinic. And yeah, actually she'll be back up here in May, and I think they're gonna stay 3 weeks. Cause usually I come up and get Dior and Mom settled, and then I go back home on the bus. Then I'll come back towards the end of their time and get them all loaded up and head back home. I joke with my wife, and I was like, you know what? Ronald McDonald House is like our timeshare or vacation home, because we've in the last 6 years we've spent so much time at these places at the we spent so much time at the Ronald McDonald House. But yep, there it is. So I just want to show you guys that. But I am headed back home. Picked up the car, headed back home. After 3 hours, we have made it home. Wasn't a bad trip at all. Wasn't a bad trip at all.